This is Raider News Update. Mark Schwartzman and Lindsay Payne with the news. Erica Cook with Arts and Entertainment. And Dan Lebransky with sports. And now, from Studio B at Scotch Plains Fanwood High School, Mark Schwartzman and Lindsay Payne.
Hello and welcome to the Period 9 edition of Raider News Update. I'm Mark Schwartzman.
And I'm Lindsay Payne. On September 29th, SMAC, the Student Movement Against Cancer, hosted a fundraiser at the local Chili's in Clark. SMAC advertised the event through flyers throughout the school and advised students to come out, eat, and help Chili's donate profits made to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Now we go on location to find more about how this event went.
Mike Delman here on location with SMAC advisor, Mr. Rafferty. So, Raph, can you tell us of the event you had at Chili's recently?
Recently, we helped promote a event that Chili's was hosting nationwide on a past Monday. All their proceeds were benefiting St. Jude's Children's Hospital, and that's one of our contributions that we're making this year. SMAC is helping out with St. Jude's Children's Hospital, so we decided to promote the event through the Scotch Plains Fanwood High School.
And can you tell us of any more events coming up soon?
We're having, I believe, a canister drive November 8th. We'll be in some local businesses, so if you're coming by, please stop by. Also, we're going to be at any upcoming home football games, selling some SMAC gear and fundraising as well, too.
All right, well, come help out SMAC. Now back to the studio.
First and only vice presidential debate took place on Thursday, October 2nd, between Republican candidate Sarah Palin and Democrat Joseph Biden. To find out more about student and staff reactions, let's go on location with Brian Walsh.
I'm with junior Mike Dem. Also, Mike, I heard you watched the vice presidential debate. What'd you think?
I think it was a lot closer than most people thought. Palin did her job. She didn't ruin the campaign for McCain, but also Biden held back a lot, and he could have done a lot more damage than he did.
So, who do you think won in your eyes?
I gotta say it was a tie overall.
All right, thanks.
On Friday, October 3rd at 6:45, students and community members joined together on the Evergreen Field for the annual bonfire. At the event, the marching band and cheerleaders gathered and performed for the crowd, whereas the sports teams each delivered a speech to the public. This year had a better turnout than expected.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight. This is always a tremendous evening. I'd like to thank our Board of Education. I'd like to thank Dr. Hayes, who's here tonight. Give a hand for Dr. Hayes. She is a great supporter of all of our athletic programs. She's been there since I've been here as athletic director. First and foremost, I'd also like to thank Mr. Durant Thomas and our state championship band. You guys have done a tremendous job, and we're looking forward to another great job tomorrow.
The Scotch Plains Fanwood High School Robotics Club has been met with better than expected turnout and holds meetings every Tuesday. To learn more about this new club, let's go on location with the team's captain.
So what's the purpose of this robotics club? What do you guys do in the meetings?
We just build robots to perform simple tasks and then take them to competition and compete with robots from all over the state and then region. That's pretty much it.
So who's the advisor for the robotics club?
Mr. Mechanico.
Back to the studio.
Future Business Leaders of America has conducted a trip to Washington, D.C. on Friday, November 14th. The trip will be 2 days long, and students will be involved in several leadership activities throughout the weekend. 30 students from Scotch Plains Fanwood High School will be participating. This trip only applies to students who have been in the club since their freshman year. And now let's go to this week's quote of the week.
Now let's go to Arts and Entertainment with Erica Cook.
Thanks, Mark. The top 5 songs for this week are number 5, Keeps Getting Better by Christina Aguilera, number 4, Hot and Cold by Katy Perry, number 3, Whatever You Like by T.I., number 2, So What by Pink, and coming in at number 1, Live Your Life by T.I. The top 5 movies for this week are number 5, Appaloosa, number 4, Nights in Rodanthe, number 3, Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, number 2, Eagle Eye, and rounding out the top 5 at number 1 is Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Last weekend, the SPFHS Marching Band competed in 2 competitions. On Saturday, the competition was held in South Brunswick, where the marching band placed 5th in Group 6 Open. On Sunday, they competed at J.P. Stevens and were even more successful, winning the Best Overall Percussion, Music and Effect, and also Best Overall Band. Over the past 4 weeks, ABC's popular show Dancing with the Stars has left many with injuries. Season 7 has had the most people injured in Dancing with the Stars history. So far, professional Derek Huff has been rushed to the hospital after blacking out, and actress Suzanne Lucci twisted her ankle during a dress rehearsal. Perhaps the biggest injury happened to Olympic star Misty May Trainor, who tore her Achilles tendon, forcing her to pull out from the competition. With the season still going strong, millions of Americans continue to tune in and watch. Be sure to tune in next Tuesday for the result show. Now let's go to Critics Corner with Derek and Brian.
This week on Critics Corner, we reviewed the movie Burn After Reading, starring George Clooney and Brad Pitt, directed by the Coen brothers. This is the dark comedy about 4 individuals who are being followed by the CIA after a file of financial records was stolen. It is about the drama that ensues.
Yeah, this movie was very funny. George Clooney and Brad Pitt were awesome. They just played a bunch of idiots running around and trying to ensue their personal financial goals. Yeah, Brad Pitt and George Clooney did a good job on this movie. It was very funny. The Coen brothers always put out a good movie, and I give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I concur with Derek. It was very well done, very funny, and I'd have to give it 5 pineapples. Now back to the studio.
Now let's go to Weekend Preview with Matt and Micheline.
Hi, I'm Micheline Lambros.
And Matt Chapatari.
Here with your Weekend
Preview.
In theaters this weekend, you could see Body of Lies, Quarantine, and Eagle Eye.
And for DVDs to rent this weekend, you can see Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Iron Man, and Sex and the City.
On Friday, varsity football is playing Union at 7 o'clock.
And on Saturday, our boys varsity soccer team is playing their first-round county matchup against Union Catholic.
Support your Raiders.
Come and show your pride this weekend.
And now let's go to Dan Lebransky with sports.
Thanks, Lindsay. The Raiders gymnastics team competed in the Cougar Invitational Tournament last week at Cranford High School. 8 teams from all over the county competed in this annual event. The team, led by juniors Lindsay Robinson, Gina Pelosi, and Jess Culinary, placed 3rd. Let's go on location to find out more about the team's season.
Hi, this is Derek Sands, and I'm on location with Kristen Spirko, who's the captain of the gymnastics team. Kristen, how's your team doing this year?
It's good so far. We have a 3-2 record.
That's good. Who are the major contributors to your team?
There's 3 juniors that are our main contributors: Gina Pelosi, Jessica Culinary, and Lindsay Robinson.
And what's the outlook on your season supposed to be for the rest of the year?
Hopefully we'll win all of our meets and finish with a strong record.
All right, that's cool. Now back to the studio.
Last weekend, the boys soccer team was able to erase a 1-0 deficit to defeat Monroe by a final score of 2-1, improving their record to 7-4-1. Second half goals by juniors Stephen Bello and Mike Del Sordi led the team to the victory after the team fell behind by a goal early in the first half. The team has looked to continue its strong play this week in the Union County Tournament. Let's go on location to learn more.
This is Brian Dempsey on location with varsity soccer player Brian Kahn. So Brian, how's your season going so far?
Our season's going pretty good. We got a 10-3 record this season so far, and looking pretty good.
All right, that's good. What are your prospects for the rest of the season?
I don't know, just keep playing the way we're playing. We on a good run. We have 5 wins in a row right now, and hoping to make that 6 today versus Irvington.
All right, that's good. Back to the studio.
The Raiders football team fell to Plainfield last week by a score of 28-6. Senior running back Anthony Taylor scored the team's lone touchdown of the game. The team went to Union on Friday night to try and even up their record at 2-2. Now back to Lindsay and Mark.
Now let's go to Car of the Week with Pat Dewar and Matt Mans.
I'm Patrick Dewar.
And I'm Matt Mans.
And this is Andrew Brockles Ford Mustang.
Protesting, standing in the sun, your morals displayed by the side of the gun. Tables of fortune.
Andrew's Mustang comes equipped with 16-inch chrome wheels.
See the insides of civilization. Government is not there.
Andrew's Mustang has a nice silver paint job and full body work.
Let to fend.
The Mustang comes with nice leather interior, very, very nice stereo system.
War zone.
This wraps it up for Car of the Week. I'm Patrick Dewar.
And I'm Matt Mans.
Tables of fortune.
And now let's go to weekend weather with Hurricane Han.
Hi, this is Hurricane Han with Period 9's first weekend weather forecast, and I'm back for one more year. How's the weather going to be for this weekend? Well, let's find out. Welcome back. On Saturday, it's going to be 73 degrees under partly sunny skies, and this is perfect weather for the boys' varsity soccer game. And on Saturday night, it's going to be 48 degrees under partly cloudy skies. And on Sunday, it's going to be partly sunny again with a temperature of 72 degrees. So hey, wear what you were wearing on Saturday. There's nothing wrong. No change whatsoever. And on Sunday night, it's going to be 51 degrees under mostly clear skies. It's Hurricane Han. Have a great weekend. Back to the studio.
That wraps it up for another edition of Period 9 Radar News Update.
Be sure to tune in next week to see Period 5 6th edition.